Que show, racita. Como pueden ver, el día de hoy nos encontramos en este lugar, en este estudio, en este cuarto que lo acabo de arreglar. No tiene mucho tiempo, tiene como unos 5 o 10 minutos. Acabo de terminar. Y pues la verdad, la neta, estoy bien emocionado. Para las personas que ya me siguen, las personas que ya me ven, empecé a hacer YouTube desde tiene como ¿cuánto tendrá? Tal vez tiene como unos 5 o 6 años que empecé a hacer YouTube, pero en esos 5 o 6 años hubo un lapso de unos 4 años que no hice nada, completamente nada. Me olvidé de este pedo y me puse a hacer otras cosas que ni siquiera yo sé por qué lo hice. Pero ya estamos de regreso y la neta estoy bien contento de estar aquí donde estoy sentado ahorita. Y para los que se preguntan de quién soy yo, qué es lo que hago, a qué me dedico, es por eso que yo estoy haciendo esto solito ahorita. Este cuarto, este lugar y este canal por donde me están viendo se va a hacer, esto va a ser dedicado al podcast. El podcast se va a llamar, o se llama, el podcast se llama Don't Quit Podcast. Como pueden ver, aquí en esta tacita, me mandé a imprimirla de una vez. Y el podcast se va a llamar Don't Quit Podcast. Y la razón por la cual yo decidí nombrar este proyecto Don't Quit es simple y sencillamente porque varias veces yo quise comenzar a hacer esto, quise empezar, pero nunca me decidía, siempre estaba indeciso y siempre pensaba, pero ¿qué van a decir los demás? ¿Qué va a decir la gente? No sabes ni hablar bien, no sabes ni expresarte bien, no sabes ni cómo hablar en la cámara. Todas esas cosas yo me metía en la cabeza y se me repetían. Era como un círculo de pensamientos que yo tenía en mi mente, ¿verdad? Entonces yo dije, bueno, ya no voy a hacer YouTube, ya voy a dejar de hacer videos, me voy a dedicar a trabajar, me voy a dedicar a lo que actualmente me dedico, que aún que aún trabajo, aún tengo un trabajo, se podría decir, normal, de 9 a 5. Y pues, se me fue. Discúlpenme, este es mi primer episodio, el número 1. Entonces no me tiren, y ustedes me entienden, pues. Pero como les decía, el nombre del podcast, y por eso es que le puse Don't Quit, porque yo estaba a punto de renunciar a esto, estaba a punto de quitear. Y ustedes se preguntan, ¿por qué es en inglés? ¿Por qué lo pusiste en inglés? En Don't Quit en inglés significa no renuncies. Y también por lo cual lo puse en inglés es porque tengo gente que me escucha que habla inglés, tengo gente que me escucha que solamente entiende inglés, al igual que tengo gente que me escucha que habla en español. Y también por eso es que yo le puse Spanglish, como pueden ver aquí abajo, dice Spanglish, podcast. Por eso, por eso le puse Spanglish, porque vamos a estar hablando en español y en inglés. Ahorita empiezo en español porque me quiero sentir más comfortable, me quiero sentir más relajado. Y pues de aquí en adelante voy a tener un co-host, voy a tener un compañero que va a estar en ese lado de allá. Ustedes no lo pueden ver bien porque yo no puedo estar parándome y cambiar las cámaras, así que es un pedo arreglar las cámaras, racita. Ay, no. Yo dije, a las 6 de la tarde voy a tener todo listo. A las 6 de la tarde voy a arreglar el cuarto porque este cuarto lo empecé desde hace como 3 4 semanas. Y poco a poco le iba poniendo, porque no tengo mucho tiempo. Como las personas que me siguen, como lo vuelvo a repetir, ya saben que soy un padre de familia, saben que tengo un hijo y no le estoy echando la culpa a mi hijo, no se trata de eso, simplemente tengo que balancear mi tiempo tiene que estar repartido entre cosas diferentes y es por eso que yo le dedicaba 1 hora, 2 horas al cuarto y ya lo demás pues tenía cosas que hacer y así, ¿me entienden? Entonces es por eso que apenas lo terminé. Esto yo lo iba a empezar desde el primer año, no, esto yo lo iba a empezar desde el día 1 de junio. What? Dije junio porque en inglés es January. Entonces mi cerebro está dando vueltas como loco. Pero como lo vuelvo a repetir, esto yo lo iba a empezar el día 1 de enero, que era año nuevo. Esa era mi meta. Y empecé a construirlo desde diciembre. Pero por cuestión de trabajo, por cuestión económica, por cuestión de tiempo, las cosas se me alargaron. Y no hay pedo, no me agüito. Por eso es que ahorita estoy aquí. Y with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it real quick for the people that watch me that speak English. Um, you guys are probably wondering, what the heck are you doing there? Why are you sitting on a chair with a bunch of black stuff in the background? Da 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 da. Well, welcome to the podcast. This is the new channel. The name is the Don't Quit Podcast. And is okay. So I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put the name right here in my hands. It's gonna be right here. Don't Quit Podcast. And you guys see the two slashes and the two slashes and the letters NT and QU. With that, with those two slashes right there, that leaves you with do it. So don't quit and do it. Like I told my people in Spanish, I choose that name because very multiple reasons. One of them being is I was so close to quit doing what I'm doing right now. I was so close to just drop everything and say, fuck it. But hey, you gotta do it, man. Somehow we gotta get out. But yeah, like I told him, that's the reason why I named this project Don't Quit Podcast. And that's the reason why I put Spanglish in there, because at the beginning, you notice how I started speaking in Spanish, but then now I'm speaking in English because I want to target multiple audiences, not just one. And like I said, I have people that watch me that speak English, and I also have people that watch me that speak Spanish, right? So therefore, I don't want to leave you guys wondering what I'm saying, which I already had that problem before when I was doing my videos. I was talking in Spanish and I was uploading videos in Spanish, but then some people be like, "Damn, I can't even understand what you're saying," but because I support you, I just watch the video, da da da, and me like, yeah, thank you, but the whole reason why I'm doing videos is because I want to catch you guys' attention, and so therefore I need you guys to understand what I'm trying to say. That's the reason why I'm sitting right here talking to you in English, because you probably skipped the whole beginning till now because I started speaking in the language that you understand, and that's okay. You know, Eventually, like I said, you're seeing me on this side, but there's another side over there that has another chair. I'm gonna have a co-host, and sometimes, let me say this first. Sometimes I speak, like I let myself go and I speak fluent Spanish, or I speak fluent English, but there is some words that I still struggle to say in English. English is not my first language. I came to the States. I came to the United States when I was only what? I was only 14, and so I turned 15 here, and I'm only 23. I'm about to be 23. February this year is my year, whatever. But yeah, so if sometimes I be struggling with what I want to say, then I'm gonna switch it real quick to Spanish, and so you guys are gonna figure it out. So you guys are also gonna learn with me. But yeah, but my co-host, that man speaks fluent English. He speaks fluent English. He knows what he's doing. He pretty much grew up here, but he couldn't make it today. That's cool. But yeah, This is just what they call the pilot episode, just to see how it goes. And like I said, I already see some imperfections that I'm fix in this room right here. But yeah, little by little, we're gonna be building this empire. We're gonna be building this community, and I'm gonna call it you guys my family, because that's what you guys are gonna, that's what you guys mean to me already. Because I already have a channel, and I'm sure the people that are watching me over there, I'm gonna bring them over on this channel because you guys gotta support. Shit. If you guys have anything, or if you guys have a project in mind, that you think people are gonna be like, man, don't even try that shit. It's gonna fail right away. No, no, try it. I'm telling you right now, try it. You see, remember that meme? I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker. No, 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 no. Try it. Don't just think about it. And cause I know, and this happened to me. This happened to myself. Um, I would always think about doing a podcast. I had this idea for like 3 years now. This idea has clicked in my mind for like 3 years now. And the first time I thought about it, I was like, yeah, a podcast is cool, whatever, da da da. We can get down, we can talk, da da da. But then when I was really going to talk, when I was really going to talk, my bad. But then when I was really going to put money into the project, I was like, oh, hold on. Cameras are expensive, mics are expensive, lights are expensive. A room for your own podcast is expensive. Um, Microphones, like I said, are expensive, and accessories are expensive in general. And some people said, start with what you have. I get that, I understand, but me, I do not like to start. How do I say this? How do I put this? I don't like to see. I'm a perfectionist, if you can say it, if we can put it that way. I know, some people are gonna be like, no, you're not, whatever. But when I do something, I almost want it to be perfect because that's just how I am. And I know sometimes that's not good, but that's just how I am. But I can also work it out, see how bad or how good it is, and that's the reason why I hold back into it, because I was like, I'm gonna start with what I have. But what did I have? I only had a camera. I only had a phone. I didn't even have a fucking stand. I didn't even have nothing. Just a phone. So I was like, I'ma wait. I'ma just wait and, build myself some a little something what I can work with. But then that was when I got out of high school. And then boom, or something like that. I don't remember if it was when I got out of high school, but it was somewhere around those times. I think I was a senior, or it was when I got out, something like that. But then I was like, I started working. I remember I started working hella, like I started working a lot. I was putting a lot of hours in right as I got out of high school. Boom. Even when I was in high school, I was working a lot. I was working at Applebee's, bro. I always been working at the kitchen industry, but I like that. I like to cook, and I like to eat food too. I think I'm talking too much. But yeah, like I said, I was working already. I was putting them hours in. You know my homeboys. My homeboys know about this too, especially the one that's about to come with me. He knows I was working like a motherfucker, bro. Bro. I was working. I was working a lot. But then I started getting money in my pockets. That's also, it can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing for you. When you start getting money in your pockets, it can be good, but it can be bad. Why can it be bad? Well, when you didn't have money, or when money wasn't a real what you call it, when money wasn't real important in your life. And I'm talking when you were a kid, because when you were a kid, and I call people a kid, or in that age, or I call them young, when they're when they're still going to high school, when they're still like junior, sophomore, that type of stuff. I call them kids because they're still kids. But around that age, you really don't need money. Your parents are supporting you, or maybe some people do. I'm just talking from my experience, all right? This is just my experience. I don't want nobody to get triggered. I don't want nobody coming at me. Back to the conversation, what I was saying. Money is good, but it's also bad. Why is it bad? Because you start getting money in your pockets, boom. You start working a lot, da 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 da. But you're working for somebody else. You're putting money on somebody else's pocket. Yeah, you may be getting some money in your pocket, but what you're getting is only 1% or a small percentage of what they're making. They're making 100%. They're making not 100, but they're making like 80 or 90%, but you're only getting 8% or maybe 10% the most. I'm not. This is just what I'm thinking, but this is also true. I don't have the exact numbers. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, money is also, like I said, money is bad when you see it that way. When you're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm getting money, da da da. But then you had a vision. You had a plan. You wanted to either go to school or do a project that you had in mind, whatever, regardless of what it is. You had a vision, but that vision started fading away because of money was coming in. Vision was fading away, right? And that's why money is bad in a way, because you start getting money in your pockets, you start blowing it off, you start buying shoes, buying a lot of clothes, buying designer, da da da, buying iPhones. You get a new car, and then when you get a new car, some people get in debt. And what happens when you get in debt, boy? But yeah, that's why money is bad, because it fades your vision away. It fades that dream that you had in you. It goes away. There's gonna be a time in life you grow up, man. You're not always gonna be that kid. You're not always gonna be that young dude that all it does is parties. All it does is hang out with friends. All it does is eat out. All it does is it could be smoke weed or whatever you do. Whatever you do, you're not always gonna be in that situation, bro. I'm telling you right now. There is gonna be a point in time where you're gonna grow up. That money that you were making, it ain't gonna be enough. There's gonna be a point in time when you want to, if you're living with your parents, there's gonna be a point in time when you wanna get out, and when you do so, that money that you were making is not good enough, bro. It's not good enough. And so what you do, you start working some other jobs. You got 2 jobs now. Boom. Somebody else is making money with the hard work that you do. Somebody else is getting rich, and you're only surviving. That's what it is. But what could have happened if you follow your vision? What could have happened if you follow your dream? Maybe you weren't gonna make money right away. Maybe maybe that's not the case, or maybe it is. Maybe your vision was flipping. And then you put money into it, and you make it look good. You make it work, and then boom, you sell it. That's money right there. Like I say, if you were to do that instead of blowing your money away on clothes or all those stuff that I already mentioned, that's being smart. That's just really being smart. But then, you're wearing the clothes, or you wearing your old clothes, you're wearing your work clothes or whatever, and then people be like, oh, or you may care that people be like, oh, he a bum because he do, or he, he this and that, whatever. You know what, bro? I've learned this the hard way too. Don't care about what people gotta say to you, bro. Don't care about it. Not at all. Because you know why? Because them people that are talking shit about you, they ain't paying you bills. Them people that are talking shit about you, they ain't doing nothing in your life but bringing you down. That's what it is, bro. But yeah, like I said, that's the reason why, I said money is a good thing and a bad thing, because it can fade away your dreams, it can fade away your vision. But it's a good thing when you start seeing money coming in your pockets, and then you're like, ooh, hold on. I don't want to do this for 70, or I don't want to do this for 70 years, or I don't want to do this for for my life. I don't want this for my life. I have a vision, and I'm gonna make that vision work. I'm gonna make them dreams come true. That's really what it is. That's why money is good, because when you can do good things with money, when you can make your money work for you, snap. That's when you're gonna be like, yeah, I made it. And then when your money is working for you, when you're seeing success, then people that were talking trash about you, they gonna come into your life talking about like, oh, what's up, G? What's up, bro? Da da da, bro. Da da da. And that's when you really see people true colors. That's when you really see people's true colors. That's when it really happens. But yeah, that's the whole reason why I like I explained, this is just for myself. This is just for what my experience is. Not that I've made it, not that I'm rich, or not that I have a lot of money, but I can call myself successful. Why? Because I I have a roof, I have somewhere to sleep, and this is another thing. I am providing for my family. I'm making sure they stay safe. I'm making sure that they get food on their plate, and I am making sure that nothing, that they don't, that que no nos falte nada. I'm making sure that we're all good. That's why I call myself successful, because I work for what I want, and I follow my dreams, bro. This I just started doing this. I just started doing this when I found out that I was having a kid. That's when I woke up. That's when I was like, bro, what are you doing? You're gonna have somebody else to take care of. You're gonna have another human that is gonna be depending on you. You're gonna have a kid. You're gonna have a child. You're gonna have a son. You need to do something with your life, man. I told myself, this is what I told myself when I found out that my girl was pregnant. This is what I told myself. You either need to get your ass, you know, you either need to you eat you have to get your ass at two jobs, or a job that makes good money, or you have to, cut down on whatever you're doing that is spending your money, that is blowing your money away, and invest that money on something that is gonna bring money back, So what I did, I I'd always, like I said, I'd always had this vision. I'd always had this dream. That I can't say this enough times. I'd always wanted to do this shit. I always wanted to do YouTube. This was my thing. This is what I wanted to do for so fucking long. And now I'm here. It's finally happening. I I always wanted to have my own studio. I always wanted to have my own room where nobody can, distract me or get on my way. I'd always wanted to do this. And I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional, but oh man. I'd always wanted to do this, man. That's why I call myself successful, because I'm doing what I once had a vision of. I'm doing it, and it's happening right now. And that's why I call myself successful, because I'm doing it, Um that's why, that's the whole reason, why I choose this name. That's the whole reason why I did it. But yeah, like I said, there's gonna be me and my homie. He's gonna be my co-host. He couldn't make it today, but We're gonna have another episode, and I'm sure I'm gonna call everybody out. I'm gonna call everybody out there. Listen to me. Listen to me. Anyone, and this goes for everyone. Anyone that's looking to come up on something, either you're selling something, either you're making music, or whatever it is that you want the people to know about. I'm not saying, okay, so listen, I'm gonna make this clear. I do not have a lot of followers. I do not have a big base, or I do not have a lot of suscriptores. No tengo muchos suscriptores, pero the little ones I have, I know they're, I can call them loyal because they haven't unsubscribed to my channel, and it's been for so long, and I still, they still watch my videos or whatever. For anyone that, for anyone that sees this clip, I am open for anyone that wants to come and sit with me. We can have a chat. We can talk. Um, if you want people to know about your music, if you want people to know about your business, if you want people to know about what you're doing, hey, holla at me, man. Hit me up. Instagram. Hit me up. TikTok. Whatever you find me, you can hit me up. We're gonna come up, man. We're gonna come up together. We're gonna do this together, and I'm not gonna get tired of doing this until I make it. Currently live in Minnesota, so for anybody that's willing to come, anybody que quiera venirse, que quiera hablar conmigo, tienes alguna historia, tienes algo que contar, y si no tienes nada que, si no tienes nada que contar, si tú crees que no, lo que sea, bro, si quieres venir a echar desmadre conmigo, vente, aquí nos venimos a echar desmadre, siéntate conmigo, we can have a talk. Si tienes historias que quisieras que el mundo sepa, si tienes historias que quieres que la gente sepa, jálate pa' aquí, te sientas, te sirvo una agüita, lo que quieras, un café, una coca, una chela, lo que tú quieras, bro, te lo sirvo, siéntate, nos sentamos, platicamos, we have a good time, and nobody's gonna bother us, bro. Come over and chill, come over and sit. Yeah, so this is for anybody that wants to come in my podcast. You hit me up, you mention it, I'm down for it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you speak Spanish. I don't care if you speak English. I don't care if you don't. I speak both languages, but that's only what I speak, English and Spanish. And if you don't speak any of those languages and you want to come, just come over, bro. We'll figure it out. Google Translate is a thing. I'm sure AI can work it out. Nowadays, everything can be worked out. Come over, we can talk. Ya saben, ya, como acabo de decir hace rato lo mencioné, esto es lo que siempre he querido hacer, esto es lo que siempre he querido tener, un estudio, un lugar donde hablar, un lugar donde hacer mis cosas, editar, lo que sea, esto es lo que siempre, es lo que soñé, es lo que quise, es lo que quiero, y lo estoy haciendo y me gusta y me siento feliz, y nunca me voy a cansar de decir, si esto falla, nunca me voy a cansar de decir, lo intenté y lo intenté. Y siempre yo sé que hay diferentes maneras de salir adelante, pero esto es una de las cosas que yo quise hacer y que yo estoy haciendo y que quiero hacer, y que primero Dios, el destino, el universo se va a hacer realidad. Con la ayuda de ustedes, con el apoyo de ustedes, este proyecto va a salir adelante. Pues sí, creo que eso es todo lo que quiero decir. Eso es todo lo que va a pasar por este episodio. Sé que es un poco corto, pero nada más es para, como dije, es el episodio piloto. Es lo que, lo que son las cosas que quiero ver, si se ve bien, qué es lo que otra cámara, de hecho ahorita estoy grabando con mi teléfono, es la única cámara que tengo, pero eventualmente más adelante voy a agarrar otra cámara, una camarita por aquí, una camarita por allá, y así nos vamos a ir haciendo cosas poco a poco. como dijo, ¿cómo se llama la canción de Gerardo Ortiz? Despacito, voy subiendo a mi ritmo, algo así, ¿no? Pero sí, creo que eso es todo lo que les quiero decir. Sin nada más que decir, espero que estén bien y espero que lo que quieran hacer no se rindan, como lo dije, no se rindan. En vez de rendirse, háganlo pasar. Háganlo, sigan sus sueños. Nunca me voy a cansar de decirle esto a la gente. Sigan sus sueños. Hagan lo que ustedes quieran hacer siempre y cuando sepan que está bien. Siempre y cuando sepan que en el futuro los va a llevar a algo mejor en sus vidas. Les va a ayudar a ser una mejor persona. Les va a ayudar a crecer mentalmente. Háganlo. Si lo piensas, hazlo. No te quedes con la idea. Es lo más feo que puedes hacer. Tener una idea y no hacerlo. Si no lo haces, te vas a arrepentir. Siempre te vas a arrepentir. Vas a decir, ¿por qué no lo hice? ¿Por qué no lo hice? Si lo hubiera hecho, ¿qué hubiera pasado? Si lo hubiera hecho, ¿qué hubiera pasado? No te quedes con esa duda. Si lo quieres hacer, hazlo. No importa lo que te cueste, hazlo. A veces el dinero va y viene. A veces te quedas hasta aquí y luego nomás de repente y te preguntas, a la verga. El dinero es algo material, raza. El dinero es algo material. Lo que importa es la inteligencia y lo que tú tienes en tu cabeza. Esa madre es más importante. ¿Por qué? Porque con esas ideas tú puedes generar y algún día hacerte millonario a la Bernie, si se quiere decir así. Pero bueno, como les digo, esto es lo que les quise venir a compartir. Esto es el primer episodio piloto. Ya poco a poquito, como les acabo de mencionar, vamos a tener unos micrófonos de los chingones. Aquí como el Gusgri, la racita allá de Culiacán. Un saludo por ahí si ven este clip. Un saludo a la racita de Culiacán. El compa JD, al compa Watsi, al compa Roche. A lo mejor no lo van a ver, pero si no saben quiénes son, vayan a verlos ahí en YouTube. Búsquenle compa Roche, el Watsi. Esos vergas, esos vatos me inspiraron a hacer esto. Si pueden por ahí, mándenselo. Gracias a esos vatos me inspiraron a hacer esta madre, güey. Porque yo los veía y esos vatos son los que me dieron esta experiencia. O no es la experiencia, pero me dieron el conocimiento de decir, vato, hazlo. Si tienes una idea, hazlo. No te quedes con la idea. Jálate. Y por eso estoy aquí. Por eso lo estoy haciendo. Y creo que eso es todo. Sin nada más que decir. Tal vez más adelante también mi mujer, mi morrita va a jalarse al podcast. Y ya cuando el bebé pueda hablar, también el bebé se va a jalar al podcast. Y si no puede. Y aunque no pueda hablar, si se quiere venir, pues se va a venir. No hay pedo. Pues sí. Sin nada más que decir. Esto fue todo. Yo me despido. No te olvides de darle me gusta. No te olvides de suscribirte. Y compartirlo con tu abuela, tu tío, tu sobrino, tu primo, tu amigo, tu novio, tu novia, con los que quieras, compártelo. Si quieres, mándaselo a ese verguita que te anda cagando el palo. Dile que digo yo, que se ponga pilas. Y for the people that speak English, that's it. That's all I have. That's all I want to say. You already know. In the future, I'm gonna have probably my girl. She's gonna be here too. You can hear my baby. He's probably gonna be here too. That's pretty much all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All that good stuff you already know. Send it to whoever. Send it to your cousin, your aunt, your homie, whoever. Send it to him. Send it to him. Let's make this happen. But yeah, like I said, whoever wants to come, you're more than welcome to come. We can work something out. Don't forget, don't quit and do it. Eventually it's gonna be the best podcast. But yeah, with that being said, yo me despido. Goodbye.